Hi guys, hi everyone, I hope you're well. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tara Wilson, aka C-Zone Tara, and I do all things beauty, plus size fashion, hair care, so on and so forth. Today I am testing pretty much a whole new face, a whole phase of new makeup that I haven't tried before, makeup that has been kindly sent to me, makeup that I have bought and haven't managed to try. Recently time has been so short for me and I have been working like crazy. We have some pretty terrible weather at the moment here in the UK, so it's really dark. I do apologize if the lighting is a little bit off at any point in time. It's really difficult to get the right balance. It's really difficult to know what something is going to look like on camera as well. So yes, so I haven't been filming as much, but I do have a lot of things that I want to show you guys and share with you, things that I love, things that I haven't tried before. I haven't done a video like this before. I haven't done like a full face first impressions. So if you do enjoy what you see, please do give me a big thumbs up. It really helps me out here on this small channel to know that I'm kind of going in the direction that you guys want and I'm creating the content you guys want to see. As always, if there are any brands, anything, any video that you want me to try and do for you guys, please leave it in as a suggestion down below in the comments. If you want to see all of this new makeup, which I have got, and I have got a lot going on, then please keep on watching. I have already primed, I have moisturized, I have done my skincare routine, I have moisturized, I have primed. I'm using an old favorite to start with, and this is the Huda Beauty Nymph. I tend to use something under my foundation to give me a little bit of a glow. I don't use much, that pump is much bigger than that one. I just spread it kind of all over my face. But I mainly focus on the parts where I would put highlight anyway. I'm not going to do my brows first today. I am going to go straight in with the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This is the Colour Correcting Full Coverage Cream, Hydrating Anti-Age SPF 50. And it's a physical sunscreen in there. If you know anything about me, you know that I suffer from hyperpigmentation in certain areas. You will know that sunscreen is a big part of my life. You will also know that skincare, which skincare or makeup foundation, which also involves sunscreen, is life to me. I feel like I've just got hairs all over my face right now. I'm trying this for the first time and I did match myself online, so I don't know if it's going to be the best match. This is the colour Rich. So this is what the tube looks like. You get 32 mils of product. I like the fact that it's a pump. That's how much product you get in one pump. There you go. So we'll see how we go with one pump. Okay, it does have a smell. And I think that this is an okay colour for me. If you'll notice, let's see how we go with one pump. I'll be surprised if it does like give me the coverage that I want and that I'm used to in one pump, but we shall see. Medium coverage so far. That's better. I don't know if you can see. The colour isn't... the colour isn't bad. It's not spot on, but it's not bad. The good thing is that I use, if I don't use the Huda Beauty Nymph, then I use the JCat Beauty Aura Glow, and I use that in Twilight, which is a much darker shade than my actual skin tone. So this being, I think it's just a little bit neutral for me. I mean, it could oxidize. So far so good. I do like this. I'm a fan. I think I did okay with the color match. I'm not 100% sure if there's one super close to this, so I'm not going to review it in terms of the specs, but this in the shade Rich, for me, I will leave my normal foundation shades down below so that you can have a true comparison. This for me so far is fantastic. I just want to see, I know I'm going kind of haphazardly here, but I just want to see the claims of this foundation. 7 benefits in 1. Full coverage. That, not bad. This is great coverage for one tiny pump of foundation, I think. SPF 50 physical sunscreen, amazing. Brightening, color corrects, hydrating, minimizes look of pores. Okay, I'm seeing that. Conceals dark spots and signs of aging, developed with plastic surgeons and dermatologists. It says apply 1 to 2 pumps to clean skin using your favorite IT Cosmetics brush. Can be used as your moisturizer, anti-aging concealer, foundation and sunscreen based on your coverage needs. I was just intrigued as to the claims of the foundation, so I know what to expect. I think that's really important when choosing a foundation. Now, I recently purchased the Benefit Brow Microfiling pen. This kind of went crazy on the internet, and if you know anything about me, if you follow me on Instagram, please do follow me on Instagram if you don't already. But if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I hate buying into stuff when it's like all hyped up. I literally do my best to wait until the hype is over. I am a Benefit brow girl. Like, I'm just gonna comb through my brows. As you can see, I have pretty full brows anyway, and I don't really, I'll be honest, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm some super perfect brow kind of girl. I'm just gonna start by doing small upward strokes just to fill in the front of my brow. Okay, just so you can get a comparison. That's the side with nothing, and that's the side with the microfiling pen. I'm going to do the same to the other side, and that's just to like even out the front. See, I like what that's done. I think it looks realistic. The only thing is, I think, having used this now, it's about the same length as the Goof Proof. This is the Goof Proof, and this is the Brow Microfiling pen. The only thing I will say is, because I have so much brow, the only thing I truly need is an outline, you know, a true... I'm just going to go in with the Goof Proof and outline as I'm talking, but the only thing I really need, so you can see what that's just done, I think it does what it says it's going to do. 3 different lengths, mimic natural brow hair, clean, controlled, defined lines, and I think mimicking natural brow hair is the clincher. I think that it actually does. Whether it lasts 24 hours or not, we'll have to see. But I will be taking my brows off, so I don't know. I don't think it's like essential for me, so I don't know if I would repurchase. I really am feeling what it's done to the beginning of my brows though. Like, I'm feeling that, because that is quite difficult for me to get. My eyebrows are not even, so I think once I kind of learn how to use this best, this was my first time using it, but once I kind of become a pro, a brow microfiling pro with this pen, I could get these babies looking pretty even, and that's pretty cool. If you don't have bushy brows, I think this is a really good option. So brows are done, and foundation is still here. You'll be happy to hear. I had a look on their website. They were having 25% off of the actual Beautybay range, so I picked up a whole ton of stuff. Fiery Matte. I think I'm going to use the Fiery Matte palette. Oh, I forgot I bought 2, didn't I? Okay, so this is the Beautybay Fiery Matte 9 color palette. I remember saying to myself, like, just get one fiery palette. What is wrong with you? And I just couldn't choose. This is beautiful. So this is the packaging, and that's the palette. This shade right here is coming off quite pink on camera, but it's actually red. Let's see. So you can see the true color of this. This is a beautiful autumn palette. Now, I will say that the top row for me, other than this shade, is a little bit useless. Like, they always tend to put these kind of nudie shades in here, which is only really good for me if I'm doing a cut crease right in the inner corner to kind of highlight that in a matte way with no shimmer. But the bottom row and that middle row, ooh, Like, that is truly fiery. So that's the 9 color palette. I'm really intrigued as to how deep these go, because the shades look deep. Like, they look deep. This is the 16 color fiery again. The shades, I just want you to see them. I'm just turning them in different lights. That bottom row, yes please. And I will tell you something, this shade is called Sleepwalker, I think. Sleepwalker. I am a lover of flinging on a dark brown kind of metallic shimmer type of shade and going to work. I am such a fan of that. So let me just let this plastic all fall out. I'm just going to put them side by side so you can see a direct comparison. They're both so pretty. What I do like about this palette is that it goes warm, so you get the reds, you get the oranges, and then it goes deep as well, and you get the kind of bottom row where you can really deepen. Like, I can actually deepen my crease with this palette. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm going to do something really simple today. As always, I'm going to prime with my P. Louise base. This is in the shade Room of 4. I think I'm going to dip into the shade Cinnamon Bun. And then I'm going to deepen the crease with the shade Brown Suede. Because I'm going for such a soft, kind of diffused look. I said I would not talk through this. That's actually blended out. I don't know if you can see that. That's blended out so nicely. I cannot complain about that so far. I mean, they're not like so far. They're not, it's not the most pigmented kind of palette I've ever used, but I think it's really difficult when you start to compare palettes. You know, when you've got the likes of Juvia's Place in the midst, I think a lot of palettes would just disappear in conversation. But for the price point, and for the fact that they are like, it's Beautybay's own brand, I'm really impressed so far. I'm just making sure that I blend that all the way up so the edges are nice and soft. And there actually is not a lot of kickback in the pan. I've sort of dipped into that so many times and there isn't that much fallout at all, which I'm even more surprised about, to be honest. I sound like I didn't have very high hopes for Beautybay, but it's just, you know, you don't know sort of what to expect really. Okay, so I just went in and all I did, if you can see, is I went in with kind of like a small fluffy brush. This is the crown brush. Blend that corner. And it's that simple. This is all I wanted. Like I said, I have a lot of makeup to try today. I'm going to move on to eyeliner and mascara. So I recently picked up the xoxo Black Magic Duo Mascara and Liquid Eyeliner for a dramatic look. Now it says, transform your look with Black Magic for after hours seduction. Interesting. So this is like a brush tip. It's not like a microfiber tip. I'm intrigued. The only thing I worry about is how long this is going to last. Because these kind of pen liners, where, you know, you've got nothing to dip into as such, they can go dry after a while. So I'm going to use this Black Magic mascara. I'm going to use it on one side so you can see the effects with mascara, and that's without. My lashes are barely existent. Are non-existent on the other side. Barely existent. Non-existent. I'm a fan, I have to say. If this mascara is conditioning, as well as, you know, helping them stand to attention. So far, so good. Again, I will have to see how long this Black Magic pen lasts. I will have to see, because it wasn't super wet, even to begin with. So at using this Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer by IT Cosmetics, full coverage, anti-aging, waterproof. Yes, you heard me, waterproof concealer. Okay, so claims. I'll do it the right way this time. Anti-aging and skin-loving, hydrolyzed collagen, peptides, hyaluronic acid, antioxidants, and again, developed with plastic surgeons, dermatologists, clinically tested. I'm going to apply a little bit. And I say a little bit because I don't know, A, if the shade matches me perfectly, and B, I don't know how full coverage, you know, it's gonna be. I'm gonna take like a fluffy brush and I'm gonna just kind of blend that out first. I will say that it's super full coverage. I kind of tend to put the residue that's kind of on the brush, I bring it downwards and I just allow it to help with my pigmentation around my mouth. And then what I like to do is take the blending egg and I just go over it. Super full coverage, love it actually. I don't have a new powder that I wanted to try, so I'm going to stick to my Old Faithful Huda Beauty in Kunafa. It's all good because we're about to bronze. We're about to bronze and blush. The next new item I want to try are the Beautybay powder blushes and bronzers. So they come in this kind of black packaging, which is pretty simple but pretty sleek and nice. There's powder bronzer, a silky bronzer to give you that sun-kissed feeling all year round. The blendable powder formula seamlessly sweeps over the face, leaving definition and dimension that lasts from dusk till dawn. We'll see. That's all I have to say is we'll see. I am going to take, so I bought 2 shades in the bronzers. They come in this like white packaging. I'm not the biggest fan of white packaging, but I have to say it's pretty sleek. It does its job. I actually dropped one as soon as it came out of the box and it lived to tell the tale. So this is the color Oak. And this is the color, so this is Oak and this is Caramel. So Caramel is 2 shades lighter than Oak. So there is one in between. You can see that that actually might be my bronzer shade, depending on how pigmented they are. The Caramel is usually a color which I would go for, mainly because it usually is correct. But I did pick up Oak. I picked up Oak in case they are not super pigmented and I need something much darker to kind of get the dimension that I want. Okay, so that's the bronzers. I also picked up 3 blush shades as well. Comes in exactly the same packaging. The first one I bought is the color Coral. This is the shade Coral. This is the kind of shade that I would usually go for my skin tone. Kind of orangey, peachy shades tend to look pretty good on me. Pinks can be a little bit difficult to pull off. I've really recently been into like shimmer blushes, so I believe that the other 2 I picked up have a slight shimmer. Now I don't know how that's gonna go. This one is called Bloom and this one has a slight shimmer, so it looks pretty. But the last one I picked up is called Royal And this one also has a slight shimmer. I'm going to swatch the bronzers first. So they do feel very silky. Okay, so that's a bit better. So that is caramel. And that is oak. That's better. So they are pretty pigmented, which is great. I'm just gonna rub that off. Okay, they don't rub right off. That's also a good thing. This is practically dry now and they're not rubbing off at all. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with caramel on an angled brush. I'm gonna start with caramel and see what it gives me. See, it didn't look that deep, but actually it's really done a great job. And in the swatches, you know, it didn't look super pigmented, but on the face, I don't know why, it just hits differently. And I'm going to use oak. I'm going to use oak on the other side, just so I can see. So if you want to be contoured to the gods, oak is, and you're my complexion, oak is the one to use. You need to go 1 or 2 shades deeper than your skin tone. But actually, if you want a nice natural bronze, caramel, which would be, you know, very close to my skin tone, but deeper and warmer, is just fine. I really like. So they're £6. And I think for £6, so when the price point is very low, I tend to get a little bit dubious. I'm just kind of like, is this going to be good or is it going to be trash? Anything under like £3, £4, even under £5, I'm like, for a bronzer, for a powder, for a foundation, maybe for an eyeshadow palette, I will just be like, either it's pigmented or it's not. Like, it's either going to be or it's not going to be. But for anything else, and these are just over £5, so I was still kind of like, they're not going to have any pigment to them. But the bronzer, looking at the pigment, I'm looking at the pigment and the colouring. So this is caramel and this is oak. I tend to just do that. Let me just swatch the blush. So this is Royal. That pigment I am seeing. This is Bloom. And last but not least, this is Coral. Wow. Okay, so I went ahead and applied some kind of fiery reds, kind of burnt, fiery, orangey reds on the lower lash line. And I also added some lashes, and these are the Prima Lash lashes in the shade Opulence. There we go. So I still have the swatches on my hand, and I'm really impressed in terms of pigment, guys. I'm actually really impressed. I'm not actually going anywhere, so I'm going to try the Coral shade on this side of my face so that we can see it. Okay, the pigment is picking up and the pigment is there. I'm not mad at this colour and I'm not mad at this pigment. For argument's sake, I'm going to try the shade Royal, because it's the deeper shade and slightly pearlized as well. I'm going to try this. Wow, there's a lot more fallout in this shade than in the Coral shade. I'm going to try this on the other side. Okay, I was overzealous and I've used too much. Okay, so the first thing I've noticed is that the pigment is crazy in the, I don't know if it's because it's a deeper shade. There's also a lot of kickback. There's a lot of fallout just from a slight dab. I don't know if that's because it's the deeper shade or that's because it's a shimmery shade. What I'm going to do is just dust off my brush. I'm just going to get rid of some of that pigment. I'm just going to blend it away. I will say I'm very pleased in terms of the shade that it actually suits me. I've just kind of blended them out a little bit so to make them look a bit more even. But you can see that that's more of like an orangey, corally type shade. And this is more of a deep kind of mauve, kind of pinky shade. But in terms of pigment, the pigment is there, guys. The pigment is there. Beautybay bronzers, love. In terms of the Beautybay blushes, definitely a fan of. I think they should extend their shade range. And I think they should make, not less pinks, but I think they should include some kind of red tones for our deeper skinned girls. I think they should include some golden kind of shades. But in terms of the pigment, it's there. In terms of what it says it's going to do, it's a blush. It's meant to make you look blushed and flushed. It's there. Okay, I wasn't too sure about this lip, but it's growing on me. So, I'm really a fan of the Beautybay blushes and bronzers. I'm also a huge fan of these palettes. I can't wait to play more with the palettes. I bought a couple of others, so please let me know down below in the comments if you want me to review them or if you want me to demo them. Today I didn't do much of a look in terms of my eyes, but that's only because I wanted the other products to shine through. I've probably reviewed way too much in this video, but hey, I am absolutely stunned by the quality of the It Cosmetics foundation and concealer. Like, I'm actually shocked. I'm so shocked. On camera, I don't know if it's because my brightness is right up, but my skin looks so good right now. I'm surprised. I'm kind of kicking myself that I've never tried this foundation before. Although it's a CC cream, it is full coverage. It does minimize my pores. The fact that it has added skincare benefits is such a huge plus to me. It's a plus, but it's a huge deal to me. So it has now become one of my favorites. I've actually really enjoyed using all new makeup. Shout out to Beautybay, products are awesome. Definitely shout out to It Cosmetics. I need to, I think, probably branch more into their skincare and see what they have to offer, because I've really enjoyed this look. I can't wait to use it and go out in the daytime and see what it looks like out in natural light. I will be sure to keep you updated on how the CC cream and concealer perform. So do follow me on Instagram. That's usually where I will either go live or add stories to let you guys know how things are going for me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Please do give me a thumbs up if you like what you have seen, and if this is the kind of content that you want to see from me. Otherwise, please do let me know. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks guys, stay safe.